Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and with less than a month away from the new American Horror Story season premiering, I figured that it's a good enough time to make a video about my predictions about it. Last time I made a video about American Horror Story, it was predictions for last season, and I actually got them right, and it is my most viewed video right now, so I'm hoping that by posting this I'm going to be giving you guys a little bit more of what you want. And I have been looking forward to making this video for like a year. Right now I'm reading off of a document. I've been taking notes. I'm very passionate about this, clearly. You guys can't even see that, but look at that Google Doc. Yeah, see, I clearly care, and if it looks like that I'm reading off of something, that's because I am reading off of something. They're my predictions for the season. Let's just begin. I've taken a lot of notes. Let's just dive right in. First of all, we already know that the new season, the theme of it will be cult. Ryan Murphy already announced that quite some time ago, so the theme of the new season isn't going to be surprised. Last year's season was a little bit tricky because most of the posters and promotional material really didn't add up to what the actual season was about, and it was a very misleading like span of promos and trailers and stuff that were very confusing. I believe that it was just completely out of pure luck that I guessed the last season correctly. It was totally luck. I honestly don't even know how I did it. I didn't do any research. It was just luck. This year there's clearly less to speculate about since we have the theme, we have a lot promotional material, we had a lot from Ryan Murphy talking about the season. We know some of the characters, which you guys could research on your own. I might not be mentioning in this video what the characters will be. So the details are slim, but they're definitely not as slim as last season, where they literally just gave us nothing but some letters draped in like forks and farm materials and such. What it comes to is that this new season is what Ryan Murphy wants to be about this year's election. I'm not going to state my own political views, but Ryan Murphy did say it will be about the election we just went through, so I think that will be interesting for a lot of people. And I do think that'll be interesting to make a season about that, but I feel like it is a very touchy subject. Personally, while American Horror Story, the cast and the people working and the production and such, they're very liberal people. They're very democratic and such, not really Republican, and I do hope that the new season will be able to show both sides of the election. Not that I'm condemning anyone's actions or such, but I do hope that it will show how it affects both political parties. I don't want a single-minded point of view about the Democratic perspective. I feel like that all of us need something new and refreshing if there's going to be a theme about the election in this season. Of course, Ryan Murphy is very passionate about LGBT rights and women's rights. He's very vocal about them in the community, so I expect that we'll be seeing a lot of that. A lot of the cast for this season is also LGBT, but not a lot of people of color, which is something that I kind of am sad about, I guess. So this is a quote from April, so it's a little bit old, and Ryan Murphy actually managed to get some specifics down to us, and he said, "You'll see Hillary and Trump on television. The first 10 minutes of the season, this season, takes place in a very eerie way on election night. And there's something terrible that happens in the lives of our characters on election night as they watch it all to go down, which in itself is a horror story." So, I mean, this quote tells us that the main characters are not going to be likely directly connected to the political party or the political system that is running the government right now or in the story. And I think that's interesting. And the characters are probably more likely to be having a separate plot than our country's political plot. Just quickly, I want to review a cast of characters. I am reading this off of this straight off right now, so my eyes are about to be down. Evan Peters and Sarah Paulson are returning and are continuing to be the only two actors that have appeared in every season. Murphy says the relationship in the story will be a love story for the ages. Although I believe that one of their characters that they're playing with has already been confirmed as in a relationship with a different character. So that, I don't know if there's going to be an affair going on there or something. That sounds interesting. Additionally, returning will be Emma Roberts, Frances Conroy, Mare Winningham, Cheyenne Jackson, and Adina Porter. Also, I'm sorry if I mess up any names. I know these people have been on the show for a while, but I suck at names. As for the new cast, Billie Lourd will be appearing in the show after her starring in Scream Queens. Another actor from Scream Queens, Colton Haynes, joins, and Billy Eichner from Parks and Rec, and Leslie Grossman will also be making appearances. Twisty the Clown will be making an appearance. He's from Freak Show. All of us that watch the show know who Twisty is. He's the murderous clown from Freak Show. Now I wanted to get to my predictions, rather than just the stuff that we already know that's already built up with what Ryan Murphy has said to us. So, once again, I'm still reading off of this. My predictions are very tied into the trailers and the promotional material, because even though last season wasn't very correlated to its promo material, I do believe this season will have a lot more to do with its promotional material than last season. So the theme of these trailers and promotions are clowns and bees and mindless, like almost robotic-esque movements, and these people that are dressed up as clowns. It's almost like all of them are the same, like penguins, and there's always one person standing out in a trailer if there's a group of people. The colors are also very representative of our political parties. There's blue and there's red, but it's also seen to be mixed together a lot. While most people are seeing that the promotional material is telling us absolutely nothing, I, of course, see a whole lot more. It is clear that the promotional material is themed around this hive mind kind of deal. There's even a scene where the head is open of someone and there's like a hive of bees in there with a beehive, so it's clearly hive mind. So hive mind is basically defined by a type of mob mentality, like follow the leader, everyone's doing the same exact thing, much like bees, they're all the same. The clowns, however, are really hard to speculate about. We've had clowns in previous seasons, of course, Freak Show, and with Twisty's return to the show, there is a possibility the cult that is shown in the promotional material will be surrounded around Twisty and his legacy that he's left behind since Freak Show. However, at the same time, it could be something completely different from that. We see the Pentagon shown as a symbol littered through some of the trailers and posters, and the clowns even use that as their own symbol. It's possible that the clowns represent government workers and how they are clowns and Congress is clowns and the government is a bunch of clowns or whatever. While that seems unlikely, it is very possible based upon Ryan Murphy's own political views and especially where the government is headed today. On a completely other end, this season is very parallelish to The Purge, which is a movie series, and people have been noticing, oh, it seems very like The Purge with the masks and the government issues and such. So maybe they'll be doing something like that, and I think that'll be a completely interesting topic, and it'd be interesting to see how that will play out. Unpopular opinions that I've seen, of course, are that the season is going to be about juggalos, trypophobia, which is the thing with the holes, the Illuminati, and I saw some shit about Halsey too. I don't really know what that's about. So that's basically all I have for you guys. We really just have to see how everything pans out once the first episode comes out. Usually a lot is clear. Once the first episode of the season comes out, we start to know, we start to get to see what's going on.